Good day, everyone. God's presence, much to our frustration and loss of patience, sometimes is something that lies very quietly and almost seemingly helpless inside of us. As a result, we tend to misunderstand the dynamics of faith and find ourselves trying to ground our faith on precisely something that is loud and dramatic. We are forever looking for something beyond what God gives us. But we should know from the very way God was born into our world, simply, quietly, poorly, that faith needs to ground itself on something that is quiet and undramatic. Jesus was born into our world with no fanfare and no power. Then, during his ministry, he never performed miracles to prove his divinity, but rather he did them as acts of compassion or to reveal something about God. Jesus' ministry was to teach us what God is like and that God loves us unconditionally. What is the important faith lesson in this observation for us? Well, God lives in us as an invitation that fully respects our freedom. It never overpowers us, but also never goes away. It lies there precisely like the baby Jesus lying helpless in the straw, gently beckoning us, but helpless in himself to make us pick him up. Why doesn't God show himself to us more directly and powerfully so as to make faith easier? Definitely a fair question. There is no fully satisfying answer. If there were, we would not need faith. The answer we do have lies in an understanding of the manner in which God manifests himself in our lives and in our world. Unlike most everything else in this world that is trying to get our attention, God never tries to overwhelm us. God, more than anyone else, respects our freedom. However, God lies everywhere. In addition to God's presence in the church, through the sacraments and his sacred word, God is inside of us and around us with a quiet, gentle nudge that we could easily miss. If we try to become more and more aware of God's indwelling, and we draw upon it, it becomes the ultimate stream of love and energy for our lives. I pray that each of us will become more and more aware of the gift of God's life and gentle nudge within. That is his gift of grace. Have a blessed week.